Alim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah alladhi hadana li hadha wa ma kunna linahtadiya lawla an hadana Allah. Laqad ja'at rusulu rabbina bil haqq was salatu was salam ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala ahli baytihi tayyibin tahirin al ma'sumin al mazmunin alladhina azhaba Allahu anhum ar-rissa wa tahharahum tathira.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
Hasbunallahu ni'mal wakeel, ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Amma ba'du, faqad qala subhanahu wa ta'ala fi muhkami kitabihi al-mubin. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Huwa Allahu alladhi la ilaha illa huwa alimul ghaybi wash shahadati huwa ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Huwa Allahu alladhi la ilaha illa huwa al-Malikul Quddus as-Salamul Mu'minul Mu'minul Azizul Jabbarul Mutakabbir. Subhanallahi amma yushrikun. Huwa Allahul Khaliqul Bari wal Musawwir, lahu al-asma'ul husna. युसब्बिहु लहु मा फिस समावाति वल अर्ज़ व हुवल अज़ीज़ुल हकीम. तमाम तारीफ़ है परवरदिगार आलम के लिए. All praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Through the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam on Ahlulbayt alayhimus salam.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
Brothers and sisters, especially the youth, nothing to remind that we are in the month of Muharram. Sometimes we are derived by our parents, and sometimes we also want to attend the program which is arranged or can be arranged by for so many people, so many groups, so many mosques, but it is arranged for Imam Hussain alayhi salam, to pay condolence and to understand that what happened 1400 years ago before, and then what lesson we have in that. All the time when you go to school or college, and always when we read any story about Ahlulbayt or anybody, definitely when we read any story, there is lesson, and the core and the bottom line is of that lesson, but need to understand what is in that lesson. If we understanding or just reading as a story doesn't give us any benefit, but if we are reading as a story, that it will get lesson, and we will try to imply and try to see in our life that we are understanding and follow what is then that lesson, inshallah. So same, inshallah, Imam Hussain alayhi salam, I'm trying to get benefit here, and we discuss in our previous majalis about the Tawheed. And Tawheed, we need to understand Tawheed, the Allah, the oneness of Allah is the core, is the central point of the whole universe. It is main point, and it is also the covering point. Means that Allah is everywhere, and from inside, from the whole universe, is covered by the Tawheed. And we always see that Tawheed around us. It's only just we need to understand, and when we see around ourselves, and we see these beautiful trees and then the skies and then ocean, and say, who created? And they say, okay, nature created it. No, nature cannot create this type of, or so many things which are so accurate that Quran Sharif says that moon never catches the sun and sun never catches the moon. For so million years, they are just on their path and then following somebody. And there's an example for us from Ibrahim alayhi salam. Once he just wanted to demonstrate us how it works. When he came and he said, okay, he saw the star and said, oh, this star, this shining star, this is my God. And when the moon came out, after that, this star light came dim. He said, oh, this moon is my God. And in the morning when the sun came out, then sun was brighter than moon and the star, and so okay, the sun is my God. And when the sun set, we say, my God cannot be which set. So we need to understand that in whole universe, whole life, you know better than anybody else that everybody, everything is on earth and galaxy have limited life. Once it was not here, a day will come, it will not be here. A life for some second, a life for millions and billions years, but it is going to be destroyed. It means the thing is going to be destroyed, cannot be the creator of. And also we need to understand very basic point, the final and foremost thing, that the Creator cannot create itself. Creator cannot create itself. So you say, who creates all these things? Something, something, something. And then finally we reach to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who created everything. Wa Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
We also discussed that the reason to come to this world. What is our reason to come to this world? And sometimes you think, everybody, that what we are doing in this world, same cycle we are following. We were infant, we became toddler, we became kid, and then became young, and became older, and then died. When you were a child, then you became father, you became grandfather, and then after that, what's going on here in this world? Anybody analyzing or not? What we understand from here, that what we see around us, that's our target. We need to understand, we need to analyze that what's going on around us. And then Imam are going to tell us that what's going around us. We never think, we say, okay, this is our job. Before you're going to school, and just trying to complete your task, complete your test, and then in time, when you become join any company, again, you have to follow so many deadlines. What's going on? Are we thinking or not? You say, no, we don't need to be thinking, we don't need to think. No, that's the thing. And that's we need to understand what's the reason that we are. Quran simply says, we mentioned in earlier majlis that وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ, when we created you and the jinn only for the worship. And for the worship, we describe worship means only to follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when it is needed. Otherwise you can have your own life. When you have this type of dress, I have this dress, I don't need to follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to go and ask and try to open the Quran and open the Hadith and so many books. Can I wear this? Can I wear this cap? Can I wear this jacket? No, I don't need to. As far as I know the basic rule of dressing what is allowed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I can wear anything. If I know the basic rule of the dressing. The problem is that I don't want to know, and okay, I can dress everything. Again, we started one thing, that 95% things are allowed in drinking and eating. Same here for the dressing, everything is allowed. Why we are trying to get, okay, let give me an example, that you can wear everything, it's okay. What about the short? Okay, short, from here, what short I can wear? Now the problem starts, then go and ask the question, and whatever dress is allowed, just wear it, simple. Only 5% dresses are not allowed to wear, even less than 5%. You can wear for man is only resham is not allowed to wear. Otherwise he can wear even for ladies, she can wear every dress, every kind of dress. But there is limitation where to start or where to finish. Again, when you go into the bank, when you're working in the bank, when you're working in the offices, they all have dress code. In hospital, you have dress code. So when we are there in hospital or in school or in the bank, wherever we are working or going to school, we follow the dress code. Islam also have dress code. Once we learn the dress code of Islam, everything becomes easy for us. If we are working 20 years in hospital and a day never comes, then you think that it is difficult or easy. Actually, it becomes easy for you, especially for the hospital, that you don't need to change your dress, have a skirt and then a blue skirt or like a green, or just simply wear and then you go. Very easy for us. Same in Islam, when we learn, again, in every field, when we learn something, then it becomes easy for us. And either we don't know, that's the problem. If I don't know how to drive the car, that's the problem. If I don't know if something happens with the car, I can fix it, it becomes easy for me. If I know how to read my bank statement, it becomes easy for me. I don't need other people's help. So as I'm learning the new things, things are becoming easy for me. And I mentioned in the earlier speech that if I say, okay, I am limited and I am giving my remote control, my control to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who created me, then everything becomes easy for me. Because I know there is somebody who will or who is taking care of me. The problem is that I say no. When we talk about Mushkil Kusha, so when we talk about Mushkil Kusha, who is our Mushkil Kusha? Yeah, really, in the Farsi word, Mushkil Kusha, we refer to Imam Ali alayhi salam. But Imam Ali also, but Muhammad wa ali Muhammad salam.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
Even Imam Ali alayhi salam, the real Mushkil Kusha is Allah Ta'ala, who gave the power to you and who gave the power to Imam Ali alayhi salam. Our limitation is like that. Imam Ali limitation was like that. Everybody has different limitation. Here, people are sitting here, Mu'min and sister sitting here, everybody has limitation. I also can give you $10, I say, here the $10. I say, can I borrow $100? He said, no, you can ask from my father. We have limitations. If you ask Imam Ali, everybody, we discussed this thing, everybody has some kind of limitation other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when we give our robe to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then it means we are very comfortable. No depression, no medicine, no nothing. We don't need anything because we are giving our control to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't need to go in so much detail that what's going to, for example, if you talk about Adam alayhi salam, and I say about Adam alayhi salam, how many years before our Adam was here? You say, okay, our history is saying it's 10,000 years ago. I said, no, I don't believe, because I read there's a fossil they found 100,000 years, so it means what? And then instead of I'm going for salat, instead of going for fasting, instead of learning the masail, the problem of roza and fasting and how to do the wuzu, now I'm going for the topic which has nothing to do with me. And now I'm making simple things complicated. My job to understand my job, simple. If I learn your job is still better. If I'm going if any day I will have this problem with me, then it is fine. Otherwise, I don't need to go to the detail for when Adam was created, and when Adam was created, he married to Janabe Hawa, and then when children were born, then they become brother and sister, how they got married with each other. Now we are talking about something which has nothing to do with us. We have to discuss about that. If I'm going to marry, that what qualification I need to see in the girl I'm going to marry with. The daughters who are sitting here, they need to see, their parents need to see that I'm going to get my daughter married, that what qualification and merits I'm going to see in the boy. That's all we need to see. Alhamdulillah. Again, we are limited, so we have to have the limited vision to see the things. And then we give our remote control, our control to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that you take control of us. Because being limited, I cannot see everything other than the knowledge I am given by you simply. And if I'm talking about how to perform salat, and you say, I don't know. I say, okay, first alham and surah and ruku and sajda. If you listening, how you compensate it? I don't know. So then why we are talking about the things which have nothing to do with us? So we need to understand, brothers and sisters, everybody here, that we have obligation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillah, Allah ta'ala sent 124,000 prophets in less than 10,000 years. If you say 8,500, precisely it's only 8,500 years, more or less, 100 more or less. In 8,500 years, Allah sent 124,000 prophets everywhere. So we cannot say, oh Allah, we have excuse because we don't know what to do. We are created to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Simply, what we are doing on this earth, why we don't analyze. Again, every day we need to analyze. Making $100 per hour, $10 per hour, $1,000 per hour, doesn't make difference. Where I'm created. So some kids are in 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, you do the high school, and then you become doctor, you become engineer, whatever I am now. I'm financial analyst, for example, I'm accountant, you are businessman, you have different field. Please, brother and sister, whatever we are doing, we need to see, am I following Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders or instructions or not? This is my simple duty. If I'm doing so, that's fine. Being a mother, being a father, being son, being a sister, being a husband, being a supervisor, being manager, being owner, just keep going this example. Are we following? You say, in Imam Barga we are Muslim, we are true Mu'min, or we trying to say, or trying to pose, or trying to act that we are Muslim. And when we go outside, nobody can differentiate that who we are. Then I was telling there that when I go outside, what is job? Inni ukhrajtu li talab al-islah jaddi bar Muhammad wa ali Muhammad salat. I'm going to
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
There is a sermon of Imam Hussain alayhi salam when he started his revolution, when he started his movement. He definitely people were confused, and then he started that what's the reason of my rising? And he said, I also described in the sermon of Friday, which is very important, and we need to understand. This is the motto, this is the mission statement of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. He says, Surah by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I did not rise against the tyrannical rule of Bani Umayyah out of selfishness or with the aim of oppression or corruption. My revolution, my revolt, only aimed at reviving the religion of my grandfather, the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and tradition of my father Ali ibn Abi Talib to enjoy good and forbid evil. Amr bil Maruf wa Nahi anil Munkar. Brothers and sisters, this is job of everybody in this world. If I'm not doing this, it means I am missing a lot in my life. Because again, if I'm making good money or I am having good life, it's not a material thing. Even an animal, if you see animal in the jungle, somehow they survive. Somehow they know that probably in some factor or some angle, they know better because their instinct is very good. They can sense the thing what we cannot sense. From like suppose if you talk about the shark, if we smell a drop of blood from so many miles, the shark can follow simply. Just by smelling and they find their food. We cannot. We cannot only like 20, 30, 40 feet where this is the almost smell or biryani smell. That's the only 20, 30, 50 steps, over 100 feet. But they can, so they have better instinct than us. So again, if we are doing so the same thing, it means we need to improve ourselves. So he said that what the reason of my revolution is to enjoy good and forbid evil. So whoever accept me by accepting the truth, surely Allah rewards him for supporting the truth. And whoever rejects me, see when we do the majlis of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, we said, Imam Hussain, we are with you. If I would be in Karbala, I would fight with you. But if I'm not getting lesson from him, it means what I'm doing only lip service. Because practically he's not coming here. So if I say I could do this thing, I could do this thing, it means it's just like lip service because he's not coming. So what is practical thing that when I leave this center, when I go, the first I need to improve myself. That is the message of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. And then I will be patient until God, Allah, judges between me and these people justly. Surely is Almighty. Allah is the best judge of the judges. So we need to understand here, brothers and sisters, that we are here in the month of Muharram. One is the aspect which is Zahir, which is we see from the outside, which is to read Karbala and understand what happened. And the second message, that why this Karbala was happened. There are two aspects of that Karbala. The one, when we come here and we listen about Janabi Ali Akbar, Janabi Ali Asghar, or Janabi Hur, or Janabi Habib ibn Mazahir, he said, what happened to them? You know, what mistake I make, that I weep on Habib ibn Mazahir or Janabi Ali Akbar alayhi salam, and we don't understand that why Habib ibn Mazahir helped Imam Hussain alayhi salam. What was the reason he was helping Imam Hussain alayhi salam? And then I see, okay, if I would be in Karbala, then I would help Imam Hussain alayhi salam. We can help Imam Hussain alayhi salam because there is no Karbala, we don't see any Karbala. When Imam Hussain said, Hal min Nasirin yansuruna, Hal min Mughisin yughithuna, is there anybody who can help me? So he's asking from us that I need your help. The reason what I write, again I say that I want the tradition, because what happened in this 50 years, that whatever Prophet Muhammad and Imam Ali wanted to give to the community, to the Muslim community, they started and then gradually they diverted the Islam, and one step it was like 180 angle. So Imam Hussain said, okay, I will fix the Islam the way it was at the time of my Imam Baba and my grandfather, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
And again, when we talk in the community, when we live in the community, please brother and sister, we are limited. Nobody can have unlimited resources. Okay, what is my job in this community? I need to understand. Then always I'm asking something or I'm trying to give something to the community. And community means even my parents, the teachers, the other Muslim brother, my sibling, that always I'm demanding that where is my right? And that's the problem of this society, that always we say, it is my right, it is my right. Because I run so many offices, so every time when I discuss, so the employee says, it is my right. I say, but why we don't talk about the responsibility? Then I say, okay, whenever I hire the employee, I say, okay, let's talk about the responsibility. I talk about my responsibility, you talk about your responsibility. When we are doing and completing our responsibility, it means we are covering the right as well. So, but when I talk about my right, it means I'm thinking about myself, not yourself. That's the problem. So in community, when I live in the home, when I live in the office, when I'm doing anything in my life, I need to think how I can help other, simply. How I can help other person. And believe, brother and sister, we have 24 hours, we have limited money, we have limited intellect, but again, the word we always hear is called barakah, barakat, barakah. Barakah does not come from the money. Barakah is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He gives you when we are generous towards other, simply. Because what we say that this is my money, that it means Allah say, no, this is not your money. In the previous month, we have discussed this thing, that we belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our everything belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is giving us, and if we give onward, then it means Allah will give me more. Even in the time, we say, no, time is not possible. 24 hours, how 24 hours can be 25 hours? No, again, I talk about the barakah. There's sometime you feel that, okay, 2 hours, and say, okay, again, only 2, okay, only 2.5. And sometimes the 6 hours gone like that. So it's again, if we are helping other brother and sister, and never think that you are young or I have limited money, no. Trust, believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tawakkal ala Allah fa huwa hasbuh. If you believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is sufficient for us. And who told? Quran told us. Who told us? Amma alayhi salam told us. And in practical life, they perform in a way that we should follow. And we never, for the elders, for the younger, please stop saying, oh, he was Imam Ali. How we can do this thing? Yeah, definitely, we cannot do what Imam Ali did. Then again, if we are not making role model Imam Ali, then who we are making role model? Even we talk about the companion of Imam alayhi salam, he said, he was companion of Imam. How we can do? Then it means then who we should follow. We're not trying to follow Imam, we're not trying to follow the companion of Imam alayhi salam, then who? Then it means we are going to the enemies of Imam alayhi salam. No, brother and sister. Our aim, our target, and our role models are Imam and their companions. Why we are trying to make role models which are celebrities, which make millions of dollars, and we are spending our money out of our pocket. We buy their poster, we buy their CDs, we buy what you call the songs and everything, and then they travel, because I travel a lot, and I see those people, and they say, he's that. I saw Hakim Rajwan, and then he was sitting in the first business class, and then, okay, he's using our money. Because it's nothing, because we buy the ticket. I'm not against anything, I'm just trying to explain. When we make anybody role model, which is practically is not giving anything back to us other than 1 or 2 hours, we go and sit in front of TV and say, oh, because we like it. But if you ask anything from him, he's not giving anything to you other than this worldly pleasure for 1 hour or 2 hours. If you make Aima alayhi salam our role model, then you will see, because I go for majlis in the home, and I see that their poster, and they are trying to become like those role models. Even they are talking like those role models. And we talk about the actor and actress, the celebrities, then really we do. But why we are not trying to become Aima alayhi salam? We said, no, that's not possible. Again, it's not possible, but are we trying? No, we are not trying by just saying it's not possible. When we say follow us, follow us, follow us, all the time, if you read the Quran, Alif Lam Mim Zalikal Kitab wa la rayba fi hudal lil muttaqin. It is guidance for the pious people. When we talk Imam Ali alayhi salam, the title we have, the Prophet Muhammad gave, that Amirul Mu'mineen. Every Imam is Amirul Mu'mineen, but his title is only for Imam Ali, and they say Imamul Muttaqeen, that he is leader of pious people. So it means there must be some pious people who are following Imam Ali alayhi salam. So where are those pious people? You say, I cannot be. Why? You say, oh, we are living in 21st century in America. It's not possible. Only 313, they are pious people, probably they are only. No. Because again, we need to understand that if only 313 people are pious people, it means the mission of Prophet Muhammad and Prophet mission of Aima alayhi salam failed. They could not make the good followers who could follow them. And who can be? Inshallah, us, we are here. Why we are not trying? You say, it's not possible. I cannot make changes. Brother and sister, we all can make changes if we start from any given point. We are not. And this Muharram is the best month, because what we do, we turn off our TV. We don't go to the website. We stop listening the song. Why we don't make practice? If go and read that if it is not allowed, if song, we will discuss, if song is not allowed to listen, this Muharram is the best one, because in respect of Imam Hussain. Because now I'm thinking, oh, it's not haram. I don't think the song is haram. But Alhamdulillah, 90 even in your generation and everybody else, 99% they don't listen to the song. They don't listen to the song in respect of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. So continue this when Muharram finishes. Simple. That I will not listen to the song because it's haram. If it is not haram, then what difference between it for Imam Hussain alayhi salam? Why I'm respecting, you say the song is song. No, brother and sister. Because these things, there is some problem in the song. You say no, because song is related to the happiness. No, then why we are not listening to the sad songs? No, by deep heart, our parents somehow made us understand that listening song is not good, especially in the month of Muharram. So this 40 days, this 50 days, this 60, 70 days, you are not listening songs. So please, when the Muharram finishes, it's okay. This is my promise to Imam Hussain alayhi salam. This is the blessing I got from the month of Muharram, that I will stop listening this thing. Whatever we are doing wrong thing, just analyze ourselves, sit myself. If I lie a lot, if I'm not following my parents, always I'm debating with my parents, so okay, please, I should stop this thing. And I will finish because it's 8:15, that everything in the last thing, when I'm debating with my parents, I need to understand one point here, that either he's wrong or either he's right. There's no third way. Either he's right or either he's correct. There's no way. If he's correct, I should follow him or her. If he's not correct, when he's telling us this thing, by heart, he is thinking it is correct. Otherwise, why he would tell to his kids? It means in both ways, he is thinking is correct. So I should not debate, and when the time passes, then I should use my knowledge, and I should talk my father and mother and trying to convince